Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy CrabLord back again with another quarantine style video. I still haven't shaved my face yet, and I'm not gonna do it until this is over, which is as of now April 30th. But besides that, today we're gonna be doing a how to sound like the Weeknd tutorial again. I made one recently, but he has another song called Blinding Lights that's very popular everywhere, and it's very beautiful as well. One of the most beautiful songs that I've heard in a long time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to make a Weeknd style vocal using that song. So anyway, before we get in the video, make sure to subscribe and already subscribe, notification bell as well, so you never miss a video that I post. Also, make sure to check out my description down below. A lot of sweet things down there, like preset packs, all my equipment, all my music, all my social media, a support link, and a DistroKid link to get 5% off your sign up. Put your music everywhere, including TikTok. Anyway, the Weeknd Blinding Lights vocal effect. Let's get in the video. So I have it recorded here. I'm gonna delete it and redo it. Basically what's going on, we got a backup and a lead. Now obviously I cannot sing like the Weeknd. I don't have his voice. I can't sing as high. I have a lower voice, and I can't put my voice at high. I'm not as beautiful, and I'm not as cool. But let me put it this way. If I'm making chicken, right, and I have no seasoning, it's not gonna be as good as a chicken with seasoning like the Weeknd. But we do have a honey mustard packet that we could dip it in, and that's what the backup is. So we're gonna delete it and get it cracking. So as I delete and tell you right now, the lead is just my normal voice, and the backup is me doing like a kind of a screech, like a very high pitched thing that sucks. And also shout out to the producer who reproduced this beat. The link will be in the description down below to go check it out and show love. I say, oh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Wrong. I say, oh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. Well, if you like how that sounded, this is how we get it. So first we're gonna make a dry track, because that's how we always start. Right here. We're gonna name it Dry to Lead. Let's pull up the chains. We'll bring the dry below the lead, which I called it chroma for a reason. But this is the lead, this is the backup. So this is the lead track right here. We're going over it right now. So first and foremost, we have a de-esser, which is called de-esser 2. Bring it over. So dynamics, de-esser, mono. You can already hear what it's doing. It's suppressing the S sound, so they're not as sharp, because this is a very high frequency vocal, and we don't want to destroy your ears with bad frequencies. So let's go inside of it. I did a user default. I did not do a preset. What I did here, we got the threshold at negative 24.9 or 25 if you want it to be that. Max reduction 20 decibels, because that's the max it's going to reduce. The frequency is at 8340. This is how it sounds like without. When I put it on, it sounds like this. Cool. Next we got pitch correction. It's a true staple. He might not use it, okay? He might use a tiny bit, but for people like me and maybe you, we need it. Pitch correction, mono. Let's hop inside of it. Like I always say, I can't really tell you what to pick, because it all depends on the key of your song. But for this, I got natural minor scale G, like I always say. Switch between natural minor and major scale, and just go up and down the roots until they sound good. Most importantly, the response time to 36.5. A good singing response time would be like 30 to 50, or even slower. I find that at 40, you start to not hear as much of the auto-tune, and you hear more of just your voice. So we'll close that out. Now with pitch correction and de-esser, we'll see how the lead sounds. What does it sound like with pitch correction and de-esser? Oh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Alright, now that that's done, we'll turn those off. Now we're gonna do the first channel EQ to clean it up a bit. Channel EQ, that is EQ, channel EQ, mono. So in this channel EQ, what we're going for here, let's remove a lot of the low. We'll take the red to about 160. And then we're gonna grab this green guy right here, bring it to 500, drop it 1.5. It's just a quick thing. It doesn't have to be pinpoint accurate. Blue one, we're gonna move it to about 3400 and then drop it as well, -2. And then grab this purple here right here and go +2, around 3600, okay? Now, if you don't know what I just said, you can double click each value in your channel EQ and change it to what I have, and you'll get the exact same slope. So, with that being said, we'll play it with all three of them active. Oh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Now we got a compressor. It's a very important thing to do in any vocals, is to compress it. I was watching videos about compressors and what not to do and how to really use them. So dynamics, compressor, mono. We're making it a little lighter. I usually go crazy with it. But we're gonna go platinum digital for this one. It's the first one. Make sure auto gain's off, no distortion. We got a ratio of 5.2 to 1. It's a heavier ratio, so the compressor will be doing more work. But with a threshold at -10, it's not too heavy. When I play it, it goes about 2.5. So we got a threshold of -10, ratio of 5.2 to 1. Make up at 0, attack at 150, release at 300. It's a slow attack and kind of a slower release. We're gonna make the vocals very smooth. So yeah, what this basically does when it all plays together. So what I did to find this, I used the graph. You can click graph and it shows you all your levels here. As you can see, it goes over -10. So that's why I did -10 on the threshold. If that even makes sense, you know. Oh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. It's kind of light. Now I have a noise gate that's going to cut off any extra sound that happens, and it'll cut your vocals short. It makes it sound more crispy and more cleaned up to me. This is a very strong one too, as you can hear by my voice. Dynamics, noise gate, mono. All right, when we're inside of it, let's turn it off for now. I didn't use a preset as well. For the noise gate, what I realized, basically in my own words, the threshold is like, if the noise gate picks up any like sound over this, it'll cut it out. So we'll say, when I put it to -10, anything. -37. Reduction, -100. Attack 3, whatever that means. Release 10, whatever that means. Close it. All right, we'll play with all that. Oh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Now we got a multipressor. It's a multiband compressor. It's kind of like a compressor, but you can make it crispier with this thing. So dynamics, multipressor, mono. For the entirety of me using this plugin, I didn't realize it. Since it was a compressor, it had all the settings of one. So I went to the top, went to final pop compressor, just so they did it all for me as a preset instead of me actually having to think. I'll make sure auto gain's off as well. So now that you got that, it changes all these down here, but my spacing was done on my own. So double click these boxes and change to what I have, 160, 1000, 4400. And then what we're gonna do in each one is one, we're gonna go -10. 2, we're gonna go -4. 3, I'm reducing, and I never do that. -2. And then 4, we're gonna raise it 2. Now, if your bar here is peaking over 0 and it's red, then lower it. And if it's so low, you can raise the output as well to bring the volume back. For example, I do this, it's red. If I bring it down, you know, it won't be red. So close it. Let's play it with that. Say, oh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. The final plugin on the channel strip is the channel EQ, another way to clean it up a bit more. You already know where that's found. EQ, channel EQ, mono. What we're dealing with here is a more aggressive EQ at the very end. But once again, this really didn't need to happen because there was already no 0 to 100 area. So we took the orange to 100. Yellow, we dropped to 200 and we dropped it -3.5, more low to mid frequencies. This one didn't change. Brought this to 1K and dropped it -3.5. Didn't take the blue, took the purple, took it to 3000 and raised it 4. We did more of a high-end raise, cut out more of the mids and also the lower mid. And then we're gonna close that. So now it's crispier, everything added without reverb. Oh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Now we're getting into the most important part of the whole thing, to get that ambient, long, wide sound, okay? Go to bus 1. You're gonna create buses. So bus 1's right here. And bus 1, we got a space designer. It's right here. It's reverb, space designer, mono stereo. To be honest with you, you might not even need this plugin, but I wanted to try to throw something in there. This is called Tranquil Space, okay? It's in the top. Warped effects, drone tones. That rhymes. Tranquil Space. We got a wet of -28 and a dry of 0. I'm gonna turn it on and you can hear what it sounds like. We have a -4.7. It's cool. It's what it sounds like full blast. But we have it at -4.7. It's a little metallic sound. So with that on, we're gonna play it. Oh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Next, we have the most important one. Okay, we're gonna go to bus 2. This is where your reverb's gonna be. So the first plugin you want in bus 2 is another compressor. So dynamics, compressor, mono. And make sure it's first. It has to be first before the reverb. We got a Studio FET, auto gains off. Well, my goal here was to try to compress the reverb, if that makes any sense, if that's possible. A big ratio of 8 to 1, so it's a lot heavier. And a threshold of -36 to make it even heavier. So it's doing a lot of compressing. No makeup. The attack's at 150, slow attack. The release is at 1000, which is a slow release as well. And hard distortion, okay? And now we got the chroma verb, which is reverb, chroma verb, mono stereo. When you go inside of it, what I want you to do is click the top right here and click airy. And once you get airy, you're gonna have a wet of 100%, a dry of 80%, a distance of 60%, a decay of 6.10 seconds, 0 density, 100% size, okay? And also you want these spread out like this. I'm gonna turn it on. It's at -6.1. It's crazy, isn't it? So when I talk, these colors appear. What these colors are the frequencies that are being affected. There is no purple, which is the super high. There's a little bit of purple, but I didn't want it there because it's too crispy and it's kind of obnoxious. When I talk very deep, you see more of the green. When I make a strong S sound, you're gonna see the purple. Oh. Oh. So we spaced it out so the purple's gone. We just brought it down like this to 8,000. And we brought this one all the way to the top so we extend over 100%. So now it's 200%. Close it. And what does the lead sound like completed? Ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. now most of it's done. We should make the backup because this is my trick to making it sound higher pitched. This is my higher pitch vocal. Just so you can hear the voice that I recorded this in.
I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch.
So first, we want to create the backup bass. So we're going to go to the lead we just made and hold Command and hit D. So now I made the exact same track. Now my original backup is this. I'm going to bring it above it. So now this is the backup and this is the blank track. So what's different about it, whenever you make the duplicated track, this is what you're going to do to it first, okay? There's no de-esser, so remove de-esser. Arrows here, you go to no plugin, it's gone. We remove the compressor. I'll tell you why later. Remove it. Bring the gate up, bring the multipressor up, bring the EQ up. Instead of using that compressor, we're going to use a pedal board, so let's bring it over and I'll show you what it is. This is Amps and Pedals pedal board mono. Click it, and we got a squash compressor, one of my favorites. You click the squash compressor, you drag it over. We got slow attack with a sustain of -25 and a level of -3. We add that and close it. And now you see there's a chroma reverb in the chain itself. What I did here was I simply just took the one in bus 2, hold option, and you can drag it over. Okay, and once you do that, what you're gonna do, wet 50%, dry 60%. You want this to be louder than your lead vocal. Only because we took away so much of the vocal and the reverb. So let's activate everything. With it all together, as bad as it may sound sometimes, this is what it sounds like sloppily together. I say, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Wrong. I say, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. Alright, so to wrap it up, we made the lead and we made the backup. Make sure the backup is a little louder. I have it at +2, I have this one at -2, so it's 4 more. The reason we made it louder is because in the chroma reverb, we took away so much dry vocal that you mainly just hear the widespread squeaky sounds. It doesn't sound like my voice up front. It just spreads it around, like, for example, it sounds like this. Till I feel your touch. Now we're just gonna freestyle and have a good time with it and try to make as funky freestyles as we can.
I got a dirty pipe. Hello, I will never smoke it, cause the previous owner used it too much. There's some stains inside, I don't even know what I am saying anymore, but I was eating candy corn, baby. I can't get my voice this high, and what I do to get by.
Well, that's about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, learned something as well. And if you didn't, then I'm sorry. Make sure to drop a like on the video, leave a comment down below, tell me what you think, and what else to do next. Also, like I said before, make sure to subscribe and already subscribe, notification bell as well. And my description down below is chock full of great things to check out. Anyway, this has been a CrabLord. How does it sound like The Weeknd and the song Blinding Lights? And Logic Pro 10 is only stock plugins that are free. And like always, we out.